Hi, it's Malcolm here and welcome to another cash out trading video. So in this video we're going to talk about Dob Software because I've just added an update to it. This is now version 35 and I've added in the average tick value. So if you're like myself or me, I like a tick value over 50, so 50 or over. Now the tick value on the Dob Software is here, and you can see the ticks and the average tick value. So if I click that, I'm then presented with only the runners that have an average tick value of 50 or above. Now, for those of you that use the Dobbin software, you'll know that really what we're trying to do is find a runner which will allow us to literally get an evens bet in play. So in other words, we'll win our stake. Now that's not an easy task, but you know, some people enjoy doing Dobs, and that's part of the reason I created the software. It isn't typically my kettle of fish, but you know, I've done some and I do some. I'm just having a look because we're in this it's 1550 Salisbury. The time at the moment is 1506. So this is this one here. And all three of these have got actual Dob PL, okay, which means they've done reasonably well. Dob 1 out of 1, 2 out of 2, 3 out of 2. So there's not many records by the looks of it. So if we have a look, so that one's got one record, you know, and it dobbed. This one has 2 records, but it dobbed on both of them. And this one, I presume, has got 3 and it dobbed on 2 of them. Yeah, so didn't do too well last time. So there's not a lot of information to go on, and I probably wouldn't particularly use any of those for a Dob. They've all got 100% score and stuff like that, but really there's not enough information to go on. Let's go down to the 1530 in York, and so here we've got a lot more selections with a lot more information, obviously. 6 out of 5 or 5 out of 6 Dobs. This one is definitely interesting, isn't it? With all the ticks, 3.75, 70% strike rate. Anything over 60 is good on that column, as it is in this column that's 83. So this one could be quite interesting. So if we have a look at the Dob history, and the last 3 have all dobbed. There's been one it hasn't dobbed on. So if we're looking at one to go on, this may well be it. Let's have a look at the race. So it's the 1530 York. Okay. And we are looking at this one here, Maldenberger. I think that's how you pronounce it, which is trading at 5.7. Now, there's 25 minutes to the off, so there's not much we can do at the moment. This is, I mean, people use the Dob software for all sorts of things. Don't get me wrong. I'm only talking about it as a Dob piece of software, but it's a good way of tracking down standard trades. It's a little bit more complex than TTS software, which I've tried to make easier with the green and stuff like that. But if you're really into trading and it's becoming quite a thing for you, then the Dob software might also be something that you want to have a look at, because it's got some great information and it allows you to filter the information, so you can do a lot with it. But yeah, so what I'm going to do is I kind of went off track there. I know I did, because I kind of do that stuff sometimes, but anyway, I think I'm going to come back now. That's 2 out of 2. This one's 6 out of 4 as well. Dob PL 1.8. Let's have a look at Roaring Lion. See, I think that's Roaring Lion, was it? And again, it's kind of loads of Dobs, didn't do, you know, Dob well last time, didn't the time before, but a couple. So again, it's got a good record, 4 out of 6, but this one is kind of sticking out as the higher. This one's only got 2 records. Another one is this one, with 3 records. Let's have a look at that one. So you can see, you know, you can look at it from a kind of slightly different point of view than TTS sometimes. Last 3 all big dobs there, so you know that's another one that's a possibility. So you could also, if you wanted to cut down the amount of information, you could say that you wanted a dob average over, say, 60%. So if I change that to 60 and a score average of, say, over 60%, and submit that, and we just kind of cut down the records, and then you can kind of test those kind of things and see how they work. So you know these runners are still here. You know, you can make sure it's got .pl 1 or whatever, so that could cut out some selections in the morning. So it kind of gives you a chance to go down and cut them out. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try a dob. I don't often do them, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back at 15:30, put an SP bet in, and then we can try a dob and see if we get one. Now the point of the dob is you put a £2 bet. Well, you put a bet in any size you want, and you're going to try and make that money back in play. It's a double or bust bet basically. So you should either make £2 or you bust out. So we're going to see if it works or not. I'm not too sure, but we can certainly have a go. You know, these are the best stats that we've got to kind of convince us that, you know, it's got a chance of doing it. So we'll see what it's like, and I'll come back in a little while. So it's 15.29, and that price went out and then came back in, and they're at the post. So I'm going to put my SP bet in now. As I said, I'm only going to put a little £2 bet in and then confirm. As soon as we go off, it's not a long race, we go in play and see what happens with that price and see if it does half. So what we want, whatever SP is, so if it was 540, we would want to get it to go down to 2.7 and get a match on the lay side. So that's what we're looking for in play. I don't know, we're going to see what happens, but I'll come back as soon as the race goes in play and I can put the cash out bet in. Okay, see you later. Okay, so we're in play and we're putting our £2 in here and save auto cash, see what happens. I ain't got a clue. It's gone down at the moment. I mean, the normal trade out would have happened, that's for sure. The price has come down, so we got 5.43. So what's that in half? 5.43 divided by 2. We need 2.715 or somewhere close to that. So we got the first pound. It would be almost half a dob. Pretty close to that. But I don't know. I'm just going to wait and see what happens. It's going out again now. But yeah, that's got to go pretty low for us to get our full dob. But we'll just sit here and wait. Again, we could have almost got a half dob. Certainly could have got a nice little trade on that one, that was for sure. And I just wonder, you know, if you went for like a 50% one and went for it, you'd still end up getting a little bit better. But anyway, you know, we're well over now, 124. Price is still dropping a little bit. Ooh, are we going to make it? Oh, this is quite nerve-wracking, but it's a short race. It shouldn't take long. It's either going to do it or it's not going to do it quite quickly. It's you know. Oh, so close, so close. We were then. Yeah, look, and we lost it. See, and that's what. Oh, we're so close there, but you can see that was a pretty decent trade normally. I just think those dobs are just a little bit too hard to go for, but you know, who am I to argue with people who want to do dobbing? And that's what the software was created for, to try and find those. And that came pretty close, didn't it, with that one? But yeah, it just wasn't good enough in the end. A bit of a short race as well, maybe. I don't know if that's a good thing. I don't really, do much of it myself, so I can't actually say exactly what to do. But it was close, but it was a good trade. I mean, if we weren't looking for a full dob, that was a beautiful selection to be on. Okay, thanks for watching, and maybe I'll do another video shortly. Try again. See you soon. Bye bye.